back on Gerty mood, back again, the Sunday mood. Well, here we are, it's Sunday, end of the weekend, and it's all back to the grindstone tomorrow, isn't it? It really is. But anyway, I thought what we'd do tonight is have a look at the great Lady C talking to Dan Wootton about something or other, for you two people. I think we've all been here before, over the past 5 years, a number of times. But we're going to go over it again, because it's still very suspicious. Let's go, Lady C.
Close to the line of succession.
Right.
With the exception of Archie's and Lilibet's, has been signed off by a host of royal doctors.
Yes.
The only two that this has been omitted for, or with, whichever way you want to look at it,
the connivance
have been Archie and Lilibet.
Right.
Breaking right now, Meghan Markle continues to change her engagement ring. It's the 4th time she's done this, even though the original ring, estimated to be worth around £120,000, was a gold band, crafted by the late Queen Elizabeth II's regular jeweller. Let me bring in Lady Colin Campbell now, and we'll take a look through the changing ring. What is this?
Oh, hold on to your hats, ladies out there all across the globe. We're going to talk about Meghan Markle changing her ring. Anyway, let's plough on. Let's go.
Lacey, is there a certain psychology to this?
Yes,
that making it
psychopathy.
That deep down
she's a nut job.
Not happy with
no, it's not that. It's that whilst the grift is good, the grift is on. And the grift goes on, doesn't it, really? And she's thinking, £120,000, I ain't having that, I ain't having that. So she just upgrades it every year and gets a bit more added, because one day that's going to be what's called, I don't know, maybe a pension?
Sorry.
I think she's just greedy. And I think that she doesn't understand what...
Nobody says it as good as Lady C. There isn't actually any sides to it. It's just she's greedy. Yeah, well, that is an opinion. Go for it.
Engagement ring is meant to be.
Sure it is. I'm sure she's a lot of things. Greedy probably is one of them.
I mean, the Queen's engagement ring was an itty-bitty little thing. But she loved it because she loved Prince Philip, and she had it.
Philip didn't have a pot to pee in, did he, bless him? So... And even though it was an itty-bitty little thing, I think it was something that was in his family anyway, and they were quite an illustrious family before. I think a revolution sort of happened, something or other that happened from the royal family. They were originally Danish, and then they got the throne in Greece. I think they were invited to be the kings of Greece. I think it was Philip's dad's older brother or granddad. Can't quite be sure. I know it's Prince George of Denmark. So I think Andrew was the youngest of his 5 sons, maybe. I'm not sure, don't quote me on it, because obviously I can't quite remember all the details, obviously. I know I look old, but I wasn't there. I literally wasn't, which makes a change. So they went back quite a way, and I suppose what they hadn't hawked to get by when they were in their poverty years, living in the Bois de Boulogne in outside Paris, which, if that's poverty, bring it on. But anyway, there was that going on, in the early part of the last century, where they had lots of revolutions and just malcontents, really. But I'm sure it was a couple of quid. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Poundland or... What's the other one called? Oh, I can't think, but, the cheap jewelleries. Argos. That's the name I'm looking for. I'm sure he didn't get it from Argos. And it's not about how much it's worth, it's about the love that comes with it, isn't it? It's sentimental more than valuable in another way. Yes, that's what I'd say.
For the whole of her life.
Yeah.
Meghan is trying to make what is basically a very insignificant and unimportant piece of jewellery in real terms, but of tremendous significance in sentimental terms. She's trying to make it more significant.
So are we talking about her wedding band? I think they started talking about the wedding band, but I thought it was the engagement ring that she keeps updating and playing around with. And I thought that was set with diamonds from Lady Diana's something or other. Because I know Kate has got Lady Diana's original engagement ring, because you see it on her in the engagement photographs, don't you? I don't think she probably wears it every day. I mean, you wouldn't, would you? I'd be terrified of losing, especially because it's come from, like, her husband gave it to her, and it's come from such an iconic personage of the last century that will go down in history forevermore. And in and of itself, that ring was iconic. So if I was Kate, yeah, no, I wouldn't wear it. I'd be too frightened to wear it. You'd have to go everywhere with a couple of security guards. Oh no, yeah, scrub that. She does, doesn't she?
No, she keeps on changing it. Well,
it's because she's updating it.
Anything else, it's very expensive to rework jewellery.
And the grift goes on.
It's minor jewellery.
Oh.
Which is what we're speaking about. I mean, it's not major jewellery. So it's a waste of...
So is that what we're talking about? Are we talking about the engagement ring or the band? I know we're all gossiping about Meghan Markle's ring. It makes a change that we're doing it and not bleeding Thomas Markle Jr., really, isn't it?
And it also shows that she doesn't understand...
Oh my God, what's that going on? What's that? What's that? What was that going on there? Was that her handcuffs? Ooh! Ooh! Oh, well, I never. Do they do a bit of BDSM? I think they might do, you know. Yes! And she forgot and went out with her cuffs on.
To your original engagement ring.
I don't think Barry's are ever off, to be honest.
Else is
not
an engagement ring.
No.
So she keeps on upgrading.
She hasn't got an engaging ring, darlings.
Upgrader. She spent her whole life upgrading, and she has been very...
Are you saying her ring doesn't say come hither? Well, I'll be blowed. And so will Barry.
Successful in upgrading, but she's never known when to stop.
Well, no.
So the upgrade has resulted in exposure as basically a very undesirable individual.
Right.
I think it's as simple as that.
Well,
do you think she wants...
We have to keep it quite simple because we're talking about the marklet, aren't we? Do you get me? Capiche? We don't want anything too complex, but something's going on and it's to do with her ring. Well, there you go. Out of the mouths of babes and Lady C. Must be true. Must be true.
Third hubby.
Ah.
I think she wants to upgrade to a 12-carat perfect white diamond. And Harry can't stretch to that.
But when you've been married to the King of England's son, albeit his second son, alright, yeah, okay, like, split hairs, it is his second son, and it is Barry, so scrub that. But, say you're married to the grandson of the great late Queen Elizabeth II, Elizabeth of the Commonwealth and Overseas Dominions, something or other. It's my Babs in the background doing something. Every time I start talking about megalites, she starts going crazy. Anyway, so if you are married to that person, that's a personage, histrionic and historic in and of himself, how do you upgrade? Where do you go? Jesus? Do you go, just sod it, that's it, I'm going to get married to Jesus, that's it? I mean, or is it Elon Musk? Do you think Elon Musk would like some more babies? Oh, dear. Wouldn't that, I tell you what, can you imagine her with Musk? Oh my God, don't, no, that would be awful, like 2 ferrets in a bleeding sack.
I think that's what she wants to upgrade to. And so in the meantime, she's rearranging the deck chairs on
the Titanic.
Third class promenade as the Titanic is sinking. That's what she's...
Could have said it better myself, Gal.
First or second class. It's a third class.
I love her earrings.
And I'm afraid you can...
She's got
around those deck.
She's got some bookie wookies, hasn't she? Oh, I'd love to get my finger on her books. Oh, I'll be rummaging around through there. Oh, I would. I bet you I've got some the same as her, actually. Oh, I'm going to snoop. Yes, I'm going to become a stalker and a snooper. A snoop around Gory Castle. I'm going to do it. So if you hear that again, I've got yet another restraining order from Lady C, you'll know it was something to do with Gert and her books. Yes! How come I haven't been invited? I'd love to rummage around them books.
Chairs.
I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven.
As much as you want. I mean, Dan, most of my friends...
Yes, I did.
...have...
Because mine are.
...engagement rings.
Oh, engagement rings.
Far more...
Most of Lady C's friends are, despite my provocation or protestations or persuasions, still breathing and compos mentis. And they have, she's explaining to us now, engaging rings, you see, darling. So that's a plus. So we're going to plunge in and hear what else is happening.
Valuable and far more beautiful than any of the versions of that ring.
Everybody's ring's prettier than everybody else's.
I mean, but some of them who are from very grand...
Dad's getting excited, all that talk about rings, isn't he? Eh?
Have also very simple rings.
Yes, well, keep it simple.
100 years ago, 150 years ago, even 50 years ago.
Oh, we're back with the handcuffs.
Engagement rings were very modest.
Well, they would be.
People who use their family engagement ring.
Family engagement ring, exactly, or things like, I mean, in my family, they're passed down. So, like when I cark it, my engagement ring and wedding ring, I mean, my grandson won't have to buy any. You know what I mean? They're there for him, from granddad to me. And, yeah, so that's that. And that happens. But, no, she wants a more, I don't know, ostentatious ring. That's all I can take from it on a Sunday. I'm sorry, I can't carry on talking about Meghan's ring. We usually leave that to Tom Michael Jr. Yes, so I think the moral of the story is Meghan Markle needs a more pretty ring. There you go, I've said it. And the doctors didn't sign off on the birth when we knew that anyway. Something a bit sniffy, it don't smell right, don't feel right. And when it don't sound right, it's probably because it isn't right. So I'm going to love you and leave you before I say too much more. Bye-bye now, let's do this bit. Always takes me a while. And wherever you are in the world, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. And I hope you have a happy one. And I hope whatever you're doing, you're fulfilled and happy. And you've got loved ones around you that you can just grab hold of, kiss and hug and say, I love you so much. Bye-bye now.